We just witnessed absolute cinema, movie quality. Anyone who tries to undersell it by saying it didn't feel like movie quality, you need to go get your eyes checked. That fight could have been a sixth of the length, and I would have peak excitement. It's like fighting the Nameless King, man. But this man, I thought they were gonna blue balls us. I totally expected we would carry this fight into next episode. No. They delivered the whole... With how many times they switched POVs? There's no way. No, but they did. We probably had, 4 or 5 minutes worth of action in this episode. And while yes, it was spread out throughout multiple scenes, every time they came back swinging, from cutting off a giant-ass dragon's head, him come crashing down, he's completely out of mana. It is game over. No, it's not, because now, what do? We throw hands. We may not have magical summons anymore, but we got these hands, and those hands were rated E for everyone. I've seen a lot of metal shit in this show, but to get that he's him energy to such a degree that he not only rips off the man's arms, he then uppercuts his chin as he's about to launch Hyper Beam, so then Hyper Beam blasts into the damn atmosphere and causes a nuclear explosion. If there was any question if Jinwoo was him, and you still have that question after the episode, we cannot be friends. This episode clarified, oh, he's not just him. He's goddamn God. You want to see my full thoughts and hype on the episode? We got the Patreon. You want to support my work? We got the full uncut live reactions over there exclusively. God damn. Like, they're building up a lot of interesting shit. You got the whole ant storyline. You got the mystery surrounding the system. We have the whole glitching scene in this. And it's like, oh my god, like, clearly they're using Jinwoo, but like, they're keeping secrets from him. But the fight. And you can't even say I'm just some monkey brain who only likes to show when there's action, because go look at the videos when there isn't a lot of action. I talk about the show just as much, but forgive a guy if I want to gush about the goddamn action for a bit, because when I saw what they were going to go up against, I said that feels like Nameless King. And just to summon the army and just watching every little... It's a giant chess match. If chess it also involves stabbing people in the throat. And just watching how far he's come. Thinking, okay, he's absolutely got it. But there was some points in the fight where I thought maybe he didn't have it. This felt like we weren't watching TV solo leveling. This felt like we were watching the conclusion of solo leveling the anime in film format. That's the quality they gave us. I think if anyone tries to argue there's been a better animated scene so far this season, I think they're wrong. Yes, I get it. Dragon Ball Daima went crazy recently. Shangri-La Frontier's been crazy. But there was something different about this fight in particular. And I think when you see the videos float online, when they cut the fight into one sequence rather than being cut up, you're really going to be like, damn, yeah, like that was something else. Remember back before Soul Leveling Season 1 started, or like the first few episodes of Season 1, people are like, A1 Pictures, they're going to butcher Soul Leveling. Where are those people now? I would love to know. Like I said though, as crazy as the fight was, there was some good narrative stuff too. I like what they're doing with the ant storyline. They're building it up. They actually clarify some things I was interested in. So apparently these ants live for about a year. But if you kill the queen, no more population, within a year's time, you'd be able to solve it all. So the one side of the world going to be sending 10 S ranks. So add in with what they're sending, you would expect we got enough muscle to deal with the ants. So that means one thing. They're going to be screwed. If you're going to tell us that you're going to send 10 S ranks from another nation over with us, that means we're going to see some death. I guess on the flip side, we'll probably end up with some ant soldiers, so that's cool. But That's going to be crazy for probably, I imagine, season 3. I think my favorite non-hype moment, though, was the glitching that happened with this girl. So, casual plot twist in the episode. We're about to stab Daddy, please don't stab me. And I'm like, oh, what? Oh, it's some demon girl who's talking, so I guess we can't add her to the Shadow Army like I thought. Immediately let her live, and then she tries to kill us again, and we're like, you sure about that, girl? She starts glitching once we start prying for information. This has been a common thing in Soul Leveling, where it's almost like we know there's a system in our boy's head, and that system does help him, but it also feels like that system uses him. This has been a common thought I've had for a while, is that whatever the system's using Jinwoo for, it's both an ally and an enemy all in one, it feels like. And I think the more he pries for information towards certain situations, the more systems at play are trying to censor and withhold things from him, because maybe if he learned too much, he would be able to revolt against the system that gives him all this power. I don't know. I'm just throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks. But either way, the more I like that, rather than just being like, here's the information. Over like every few episodes, we get some sort of glitch, some sort of like, they're keeping something from him. Whether or not it's the same system, a different system, I don't know. But either way, that's the type of stuff that keeps Soul Leveling much more engaging than just, oh my god, he cut head off. Like, that shit's fun. Anyone who doesn't think so, you're too boring to communicate with. If we're being 100%, we're going to keep it a buck. But the best part of Soul Leveling is how they characterize and world build throughout the episodes on top of those crazy action sequences. But yeah, man, like, that was hands down the best fight we've seen in Soul Leveling. Every time this man runs up walls or jump, like when he cut the damn head off, it feels like AOT without maneuver gear. And I just hear the Attack on Titan theme song every time I see this man jumping around. I hope he like, if he's gonna get anyone, it would probably be the big boss. But I would hope he gets the dragon. To me, feels way more useful. Granted, he has tried to take people before and it didn't work, so we'll see if that happens. But imagine being the dad who's like, daughter, why did you bring this man home? He's going to kill us all. Only for your daughter to come back after all this and say, hey, the boss is dead now. You're in charge. I'd just go to bed at that point, because I'd be like, reality don't make any sense, but what a G. 10 out of 10. Anyone who says otherwise is too boring for my taste. Let's freaking go. Your thoughts down below. I'm sure many source readers are gonna be drooling over this episode thinking there's no way it was gonna look this good, and then lo and behold, movie quality. Cinema to put it nicely. Your thoughts, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, of course ring that bell, and like I mentioned, we got those full live reactions over on Patreon, and hey, while you're over there, I'll just give you a video shout out. So today we got Jeffo369, Game Senpai, Isel Cicero, Michael Meadows, Sleepfish, Wayne Delquist, Juicium, Marco-san, and we also have Hirin12. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and you all have a good one.